Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Aries energy. We're going to do a top row and a bottom row. With clarifiers, the top row is going to be those of you in high vibrational Aries energy who have hope, faith, and belief and are moving forward positively with your life. And on the bottom row is going to be those people who've probably rejected you because they reject positive Aries energy within themselves. And so they're operating a little more out of fear, pride, ego, stuff like that right now. All right. We're going to get clarifiers, so it really fills out the story. So that's why I only get a few cards. Wow. You positive Aries are doing awesome. You are bringing down some false foundations in your life. Hmm. Interesting. Um, these are the cards that you have. So, one way of looking at it is that a Taurus, or someone's Taurus nature, their belief system, their commitment relationship aspect was maybe left out from a long-term plan, but now they see the truth. And so now they're moving forward and they plan to move forward in truth. Well, let's continue that storyline. We'll go back to where it's just you. But a Taurus, which is that aspect of ourself that wants to be in commitment and relationships and has these, supposed to be the one who makes the decisions of the overarching belief systems within us. I think, yeah, they were left out in the cold and now they see the truth. And they are going to bring down a foundation on these type of people. Somebody wanted to win at all costs. They kind of were overwhelmed because of maybe their love of money, and they were in denial that a soulmate walked away. Because these people here had exchanged resources with the devil, third party. And now the Taurus has missed an emotional opportunity to be in the relationship they wanted to be in because these other people decided they wanted to exchange resources with the devil and be in a third party situation. So they wanted to be in their shady Capricorn energies of fear, insecurity, lust, greed, selfishness, all that stuff. And now, because of them, the aspect, I know it's weird, it's hard to understand, the aspect of themselves that wanted to have a relationship and marriage, um, you know, got left out in the cold. Just so these other aspects of self. This is what you call when, if you ever hear in tarot that people had a scattered energy. Some people are very scattered. It's like they have 24 personalities of upside down and upright zodiac signs within them. But another way, I just wanted that documented. Another way this could affect normal folk is that listening to your own belief system about how you want to go about conducting your life, you are willing to bring down some false foundations in your life, or foundations that need to be let go of. We all have ways of thinking and believing and perceiving about ourselves that we had for a long time, but over time we kind of outgrow them and it's like time to move on, you know. And as we gain more confidence and security in ourselves, we can let those things go and those way of thinking and believing go. You know, it's like, you know, like you had more fears and insecurities at 8 years old, and at 15 you have different ones, and at 25 you got different ones. And you know, as time goes, we let ways of thinking and believing and perceiving go, and certain relationships that we used to have, and you know, maybe social groups and all that, whatever it was, you're bringing down those foundations because you want to put your belief system and how you perceive yourself in the world now, you know, you've expanded that maybe. And so maybe, you know, you're willing to move forward with this long-term plan, um, to be in truth, live in truth, speak your truth, um, be creative, be inspired. You know, the Ace of Swords can mean kind of a lot of things, but it's like I want to move forward to keep moving my day by day step. That the Ace of Swords is what's in front of me. It's like I'm getting one more step closer to truth, enlightenment, clarity, perception, things like that. Um, it could be if you had dealt with someone who was, you could be moving away from someone, a relationship or a marriage. This person, Taurus energy, if they're not like enlightened and stuff like that, um, very grounded, stubborn. I mean, Taurus can be a great energy. They're hardworking and loving and communicative and like to have the finer things in life. But if they become too much in that manner and they're too rigid and too inflexible and they stay exactly where they are constantly, you know, they're just totally not willing to move forward. They're not willing to ever separate. You know, in the Five of Pentacles, you're moving forward and you go through a little period of being left out, feeling a little separated because you're stepping out of one comfort zone and way of being that you could have been in for a long time. You know, it's kind of like being single and getting married, or not having kids and having kids, you know, things like that. You know, there is a period of transition that can feel a little distancing and separating. And maybe you're dealing with somebody who just refuses to budge and you're moving forward. It's like, you know, maybe that's where the tower moment happens. You know, a foundation you had between you and this person ends. That could be too. But so a couple different stories because everybody's in different spots of the story. Some people are just here and they haven't even thought about these parts yet, you know. Other people are here, other people are here, some people are there. It's like by the time these people get here, you're like, oh, no, that um if anybody comes towards you thinking, oh, um I'm not enlightened. I'm still very earthbound, but I'm going to come to you because I have a plan. Their plan better be to bring down old foundations because you're bringing down all this stuff. It's like, don't bother coming over here unless you're willing to walk away from all of that way of being, to have equal give and take in a relationship where instead of being toxic and controlling and blah blah, you know, you're willing to put in the hard work and effort to work towards invest, work towards long-term stability and success, that you're willing to work from an emotional foundation within yourself and work together with others in an emotionally cooperative way. And maybe, you know, that you're walking this way to do all this because you realize that when you were harnessing these in shadowy energy, you were missing an opportunity to live the life you were meant to live in the energy of love and all that good stuff. So now this person would have had to learn to become self sovereign in their own sense of stability and be willing to take bold, confident action, to put in work and effort to find their balance, and, you know, balance between We put in work and effort to build our life, but we're also very creative and inspired, and we find balance between those two. And we also have good boundaries, so we don't tip into toxic energy, and to protect the future. And the future to protect is a foundation where we do not want people who are manipulative and deceptive or deceiving themselves. We want people who use their mental faculties for good, not evil, and they are willing to mentally strategize to become someone who is a creative, inspired, loving, full of life and creativity and energy in a happy home, relationship, and marriage, and within themselves, so that they can give birth to all those things they want to have in their life because they believe all those things. They believe they're creative, they're inspired, they do everything for the energy of love, and that is life giving energy. From that, all sorts of ideas and inspiration and creativity can spring up. That is fertile soil. So make sure this person comes towards you, their Aries, that's the energy they're in. Okay. For those Aries, though, who are all just by themselves, tell us about this. Tell us about this Hierophant energy. We'll try to incorporate all the stories into one. Okay. Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, those of you in positive Aries energy take being an emperor in your life, taking bold, confident action. You are listening to your overarching belief system. You're putting it into practice. You're rising above any inner conflict, any petty conflict, fighting, or other people who try to make you want to compete. You're having victory over all that. It's like, no, I got the truth in front of me. That's what I'm heading towards. That's my eye. That's what I got my eye on. I'm not paying attention to you people who want to fight and bicker and argue and compete. You enjoy yourself. I'm moving forward in truth. Way to go. And part of that is you want to maybe reunite with someone and you want to have joy and celebration with people. These other people maybe in their truth, it's like, oh no, I want to just be in third party situations and cause competition and try to do all these things to be manipulative and cause conflict. It makes me feel powerful because I am so unempowered myself because I come from fear and insecurity and lack mentality, and I don't believe in love and kindness and compassion. I don't even give them to myself. That the only way I can feel empowered is by trying to cause conflict and fighting in other people, and it makes me feel almost godlike. I feel so powerful when I do that. Any positive Aries are saying, see ya. Okay, what's the Five Pentacles? You are moving forward. You are taking emotionally bold, confident action to, in Aquarius energy, that's mind, air sign energy, where you see things from the bigger picture. You have hope, faith, and belief that there can be healing in situations. You trust the universe to guide you forward, even during the darkest of times. You are willing to think outside the box. Aquarius energy is very kind of eccentric and unique. They're the humanitarians of the world. They're the people who do things way outside societal norms to bring about change, because sometimes that's what society needs. It's like, this has to change. Ugh, goodness, people who had that icky kind of belief system in here, that's how you get power. Oh my gosh, that needs to change. That's a sick, perverted way to get power. It's like false power. Why not take control of your own life and your own emotions instead of having petty bursts of power by, I don't know, causing conflict for each other people? What a waste of energy. Go do something purposeful. So you're moving forward because there's been these energies that have inner conflict and fighting and competitive energies. It's like, I'm moving forward. Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the deck that is guaranteed to get to their destination, and their destination is to be stable, abundant, grounded, generous, giving as a King of Pentacles. So tell us about this long-term plan of these positive people who are harnessing positive Aries energy in the world. Where those other people, because of their lack mentality, they don't believe, that nothing's ever going to work out for them. But, oh well, we won't go into them. But what they're going to do is they're going to take emotionally manipulative action to try to look like they're the shining star. Like, everybody look at me, look what I've done. See how wonderful I am. It's like, yay, I wish you peace and love. I don't know how long that fix is going to last because it's not an authentic win. It's not an authentic victory. It's like a false victory. It's like doing drugs. It's kind of like you're going to have to go find another shot somewhere because, you're not really authentically doing anything that you should be proud of. So that's why it's a waste of their energy. They could have done something that made them proud of themselves, and they didn't. Your long-term plan is for now, maybe you're going to hold on to your own sense of stability and security. You're not going to be working with anyone else right now. You're trying to become balanced between your heart and mind. There might be a core foundation that you hold on to tightly that helps you become balanced between your heart and mind, so you're not too much up in your head and not too much in your feelings, but you can maintain balance um, in your core and work on a foundation within yourself or working together with others. Maybe your long term plan is to hold on to a core foundation that is balanced between the heart and mind and where people do work together and cooperate. And again, that can just be within yourself. And so you are at peace with the two sides of your free will, and you are listening to your intuition, not at conflict and fighting against each other. Same way, not letting your mind fight against what your heart feels. It's like, let's all come into balance. And so this is too about, it's kind of like as if the heart has its own idea and the mind has its own idea, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to hold you both close, and I don't even need to see where I'm going. I'm going to sit next to my emotions while I'm grounded and I have my feet on the ground. Not too much in my emotions. I'm grounded and practical, but I'm tapping into Pisces, Moon, and Cancer energy here of emotion to listen to my intuition. The other people, they're moving forward with their long term plan of being selfish and greedy and making mind over heart decisions and that's kind of like the foundation they come from. Tell us about the Ace of Swords. Ooh. If this person comes towards you thinking, I have an idea, you might blow their idea right up in their face. It's like, are you kidding? You have all these ugly energies about you. Let's see. Huh. Well, there's a couple ways this can be interpreted, just depending on your perspective. For those of you moving forward in positive Aries energy, coming from your own belief system, following your own truth, the truth is there are people who are manipulative and deceptive in the world, who are toxic, who are selfish and greedy and don't want to put in work and effort. They create illusions and they just get in relationships for selfish energy, for selfish purposes. Maybe because they still have issues about love from their past or mother issues that they haven't healed from, or love issues. I don't want to put the whole thing on mothers, but we have this idea of what we think love is to be, and we associate that with mothers. They could have had a lovely mother. It's just issues about love that they still have issues with. So, because of that, um, the idea of moving forward to calmer emotional thoughts, expanding their consciousness, expanding how they feel and think about themselves, how they feel and think about um, people of the past. They have a lot of stuff they haven't figured out from their past. It causes them a lot of stress to think of trusting the universe because, so far they're not even trusting and loving themselves. So, um, but how you guys are going to use this energy is you're going to, instead of sneaking, well, you're going to move away from people who say they want to offer you love, but they have like a toxic energy about them that ends up standing in between you. It's like you just stay right there, and you could be sneaking away from a Capricorn and a Scorpio. Um, And once you sneak away from them, maybe then you can move forward and work through your thoughts so that you can have this new breakthrough of clarity and take a leap of faith and bring down these false foundations. Other people, you're going to use the Seven of Swords to mentally strategize how to move forward, where you use positive Capricorn energy. You're willing to put in the hard work and effort to build your future and your legacy and your success, and you are going to be coming from an energy of unconditional love of the Queen of Cups. So that way, you can move forward and leave behind any energies within yourself of mental conflict or wanting to win at all costs. Um, maybe it really kind of starts here, um, where this is your energy. You've seen maybe a somebody harnessing shadowy Capricorn energy and possibly a person who harnesses deceptive, manipulative air sign energy of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You've seen the truth about them, and it's kind of like, I offer you love and peace and joy, but I'm going this way. And I'm going to move away. And I've seen the truth. The Six of Swords is about, you're taking your kind of like your inner child self, your emotional self, and physically, you're going to move all those aspects of yourself forward. And what do we go then from Six of Swords to Nine of Swords? That's Three of Swords. That is about like heartbreak. This is the Three of Swords that's kind of in between there. You're going to move to calmer emotional thoughts to process the betrayal by these type of people in the world. And it either can pull you down, and maybe these people were like that because they wanted to bring down your foundation. They're not willing to move forward in a positive manner. When people don't want to move forward in a positive manner, they don't want other people to move in a positive manner. They were maybe hoping by doing this it would bring down your foundation. And you're like, no, I have hope, faith, and belief. I will hold on to my own core foundation. I will move forward. I will heal. I will work in a foundation. I will move to calmer emotional thoughts. I will listen to my intuition. I will connect in with the energy of love and grace and kindness and forgiveness and compassion. I know the universe, the divine, offers me that every day. I'll take that. And that will help me deal with the heartbreak so that I can come into balance between my heart and my mind. And once we finish the cycle of thought, that's when we have the clarity and the insight, the new clarity and insight that allows us to take that next leap of faith in our life. That reminds me, I got a tattoo on my arm. It says, take a leap of faith, live, learn, and repeat. And the most important, a lot of people take leaps of faith, but they don't ever do the learning. So these people over here that We're deceptive and manipulative and fearful and prideful and wanting false victories to try to feed off of other people's hurt and pain, thinking that makes them feel powerful. Blah. You know, those people, they take leaps of faith, but they always skip the learning. They just live and repeat, and they never learn the lessons they were meant to learn. So if you learn the lessons, use like, and all experiences in our life, it is to, there's lessons to be learned from it. And we can either take the lesson or ignore it, and the universe will bring it back around again. You're like, nope. I'm putting an end to people who have mental conflict, who want to win at all costs, people who try to overwhelm their partners creatively so that their partner will maybe be in two minds about things, about, I don't know, is this love or isn't this love? You seem like you love me, but yet you're doing these things that make me confused. It's like, you learn enough lessons. It's just like, no, ding, ding, ding. That's not loving. Bye. I will go have equal give and take with people who want to have equal give and take. So let's go take a quick look at 25 minutes down at the people who are in shady Aries energy. Okay, those people are focused on being a King of Pentacles. And looking over at a Nine of Pentacles, somebody who is single and has money. And these people are stuck in their pride and ego. Maybe these people got in a relationship and now they feel stuck because they're both in the shadow side is the Devil Capricorn card. They're probably both feeling stuck because they're both toxic. But they made a new beginning because in their mind, in King of Swords Libra energy, to them, that's what's fair and just. Because they don't believe that they can manifest their dreams into reality. They turn their back on that. They turn their back on listening to their heart and their intuition and holding on to a better core foundation. Instead, these people are manipulative. They present themselves as being loving, but they're actually really selfish and greedy. So let's go see what happened with them. Okay. So we had a new beginning with someone they felt like they'd missed emotional opportunity with in the past. And they took, I don't know, maybe being forceful, maybe being passionate, because the Ace of Wands are about the things that get us up off the couch. So it was something that they wanted to take passionate action towards. And they're in denial that they're backstabbing themselves. Living a life. They maybe got into a relationship with this person because this person maybe offered them a new beginning if they would turn their back on doing these positive things in life. And so they got in a relationship with someone maybe because they want to be a King of Pentacles. That person has money, or together they'll have more money. Wonderful. And they're both come from pride and ego, don't want to see anything from anyone else's perspective. And if they're both like that, there's going to be some nasty, shady Capricorn devil energy floating around that spot. Maybe a King of Pentacles was single and they had Pisces emotions for a Capricorn, so they made them a new financial beginning offer because they think that's fair and just. Let's go see. Let's go see what this 28 minutes. Okay. What was that new Ace of Wands beginning? Yes. Somebody took emotional. This is kind of can mean the other woman or the other man card. So they had a brand new beginning and they charged right over there and they were right there. They're both in Wands energy. Like, we let the things that drive us to get off the couch to be what motivates our life, and in their case, it kind of looks like, I don't know, sex and money. Okay. And maybe both manipulative and creating an illusion. Okay, tell us about the Four of Cups or no, it's not in reverse. Tell us about the Four of Cups. Yeah, somebody could have made them an offer, and because they Felt like they'd missed an opportunity with them in the past. They went over there. Yeah, because the cycle had ended and they were stressed. Okay, tell us about the King of Wands. Okay. All right. Okay, so the King of Wands, and this could actually represent both of the people. Um, Things about their home are being kept hidden beneath the surface. They could have made a love offer or an emotional offer to um, a Pisces to come together in a relationship, but there's things hidden about this offer. They do have their back to equal give and take and unconditional love and emotional wish fulfillment. Hmm. Oh. Someone, a home could have hid that they made an emotional offer to someone to exchange resources with a Queen of Cups they view as emotional wish fulfillment. Maybe, um, it kind of looks like almost like the story goes this way. There was a betrayal, someone was in denial, they made this offer, but they're hiding that they made this offer. And here, when a cycle ended, it's like they maybe acted like, oh, look at me, I missed an emotional opportunity because this cycle ended on me. But really, they're probably the ones who did it and backstabbed it. And so then this other person offers them a new beginning, and they're like, sure. Okay, tell us. Well, let's start over here then. Tell us about the Ten of Swords. Because if it kind of mirrors this other reading up here, there was like a relationship or a marriage that was moving forward with a long term plan, but then the truth was revealed and that ended things. Somebody was being manipulative and deceptive and toxic. And so this person, that ended. Then this person, um, I don't know, didn't want to see the truth. So they took King of Wands action and hid that they um, had turned their back on equal give and take in a loving Queen of Cups relationship that would have been emotional wish fulfillment. And instead, they made an offer to keep things hidden and to come together in celebration with someone else. Okay, what is the Ten of Swords? Knight of Swords. Something ended. The truth is, somebody was like unwilling to open up, unwilling to work cooperatively together, unwilling to budge, unwilling to move, unwilling to open up, unwilling to, they were just being selfish and greedy and they wouldn't. It's like they have some core foundation they were holding on to that they were willing to let, I guess, being manipulative and deceptive and toxic, possibly controlling, selfish, domineering. Who knows? Um, so the truth came out, so that ended things. Tell us about the Two of Swords. Ooh, that's too many. That's a lot too. Can we have less? So, this person, I don't know, is probably in denial that they really created, they gave all this creative effort in order to create this change. I mean, you really, should you expect to be in a relationship and be deceptive and manipulative and toxic and not want to put any work and effort and expect that people are just, it's going to be okay? But they're in denial. They probably still want to claim that they're the victim. And what they don't want people to see is that they were emotionally cold to a soulmate relationship. The Queen of Swords is somebody who, um, feels like they've been betrayed. It's like, well, if you want to be manipulative and deceptive and then claim that you feel betrayed, so be it. They feel probably betrayed because the truth came out right there. The truth came out. You were manipulative and deceptive. You were toxic. You were like controlling. You were selfish. You were greedy. You were only thinking of yourself, not thinking of anyone else, letting your fears and insecurities run your life, blah, blah, blah. So they're in denial. They feel betrayed by a soulmate because of the truth. They're in denial of the truth. Ooh. Anyway, 36 minutes. Yep, we'll end it there. So I wanted to see a little bit more. So I think this person, they became single. They were stuck in their pride and ego and their toxic energy. So they offered their resources to kind of their own sense of justice, Libra energy, and they manifested or created maybe the illusion of being like this King of Cups, this wonderful, kind person. But really, they were holding back and they wanted to move forward and make an offer to the other woman, other man. And they offered their resources to be emotionally manipulative. Ew. To make a mind over heart decision, maybe to be with a third party, maybe who had 10 of Pentacles money, hoping they can give in exchange resources. And the saga deepens. But that's all the more we have time for today. So tune in next time and we'll see what happens. I wish you peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.